Hello children, this is module 2 of economics class 10th lesson 1 development. Let's start with the shortcomings of the average income. Average income too has some shortcomings, that is it hides the disparity of the country. Let me explain you with the example of the two countries. Suppose there are two countries, country A and country B. The per capita income of both the country is same, that is rupees 10,000. In country A, 99% people earn money between 4,000 to 6,000. So the distribution of the money and its resources is equal in country A. So we have seen that society has the equality. And in country B, 90% people earn rupees 3,000 and only 10% people earn more than 10,000 rupees. So here there is no equality and the rich people has got lots of power. So the average income of both the country is same, but the country A is much better than country B. One more important thing is the money. Money is not everything, that I have explained you in the previous lecture also. Development of the country depends on the per capita income, its freedom, health, education and security too. Like for example, in USA there is lots of racism. If you get the package of 1 lakh, and in India we follow secularism, that is we respect every religion, and if you get the package of 60 lakh, so you will prefer to work in India because here we follow the equality and it is better to work in our own country. So there are many countries whose per capita income is about $12,736, but they lack security and people, so they are not considered as a developed country. Example, the Middle East country like Israel, Syria, Turkey, these are all the countries in the Middle East. Now let's compare the three states, that is Maharashtra, Kerala and Bihar. Let's take the per capita income of these three states, and the data is of 2013 and 14. Maharashtra's per capita income is 1,17,091 rupees. Kerala's per capita income is 1,38,020 rupees and Bihar is just 31,199 rupees. As we all know that money is not everything. Health, education is also very important factor of production. Now next is the IMR. Let's see the IMR, that is the infant mortality rate. This indicates the number of the children dies before the age of 1 year per 100 live births in a particular year. Now IMR we will take per 1000 live births. Again we will compare the three states Maharashtra, Kerala and Bihar. In Maharashtra the infant mortality rate is 24, in Kerala it is 12 and Bihar it is 42. Now let's talk about the literacy rate. In Maharashtra the literacy rate is 82%, in Kerala it is 94% and in Bihar it is 62%. So we have seen the infant mortality rate in Kerala is the least. Why? Because they have got the good medical care and health facility in their state and people are much aware of their health because they are educated. Now let's see the net attendance ratio of these three states. Means how many people goes to school after class 8, or let's see that how many children between the age group of 14 to 15 years goes to school. So in Maharashtra this net attendance rate is 64%. Again Kerala is highest with 78% and Bihar the least with 35%. So we have seen the per capita income of Maharashtra is much better than Kerala. but they lack in the basic health and education. So to solve this problem, the community should come together, and this is one of the cheapest way for us. Example, if we keep the security guard in our society, it will be more cheaper and effective for the society rather to keep a single guard for every particular house, because it will cost too much. So now we have understood that mixed goal is more effective and cheaper than all. So now let's see why Kerala has low IMR, that is infant mortality rate. The first reason is that they have the educate clinic and hospitals in their state. The PDS system, that is the public distribution system, is very good, and they get the good quality of food in their ration shop. Adequate schools are there, and the people are educated, so they are much aware about their health. Let's know about BMI. BMI is the body mass index of a person. So to calculate BMI, weight in kg should be taken, and it should be divided by height square, and we will take height in meter. If it comes less than 18.5, that means the person is undernourished. If it comes between 18.5 to 25, that is the person is normal. If it comes more than 25, that means the person is overweight. So now we come to know that how we can calculate the BMI. Again I will repeat the formula. BMI is equals to weight in kg divided by height square, and height should be measured in meter. Now let's understand what is HDI rank. HDI rank means the Human Development Index rank of a country according to its development, per capita income, education, health, life and life expectancy. Life expectancy means the average expected length of life of a person at the time of birth, and the life expectancy rate in India is 68 years. India rank in HDI is 130 out of 188 countries, and Sri Lanka is 73. Why Sri Lanka, being such a small country, rank much better than India? The reason is that the people in Sri Lanka are educated and much aware of their health, so their HDI rank is much faster than India. Let's talk about the sustainable development. Sustainable development means the development should take place without damaging the environment. As we all know the difference between renewable and non-renewable resource. Renewable resource can be reused and recycled, and non-renewable resource takes thousands and millions of years for its formation. For example, overusing of the crude oil will lead to the finishing of it. So we should use the resource in a limited way, so our future generation may also use it. So in this chapter we have seen what is the meaning of development. Different people have got the different goals, how to calculate the BMI, and what is Human Development Index. Revise the lesson and learn to calculate BMI.